What it do, baby? Welcome to Vegeta Tsunami. Thank you guys for liking, watching, and subscribing the YouTube channel and the Facebook channel. I had a blast playing with you guys in Tampa. Get your jerseys, get the mat, and we'll see you guys in Miami. Obviously, the team's getting bigger and bigger. I love it. This video's for new players, also for older players. I think that the best thing we can do as veteran players is guide new players, because that's going to help the game grow. You know, Bandai's good at bringing in new players, but it's our job to keep them here. You know, like, we can't just farm the new players at locals. We want to help them get good and get better. And I think that new players leave games when feel bad things happen. By feel bad, I mean like, oh, I bought this deck for $300 and then it got like, I felt like playing this other deck, or it got overpowered by the next set, like there's a power creep. And the other feel bad is, oh, I'm playing a deck and I'm just getting throttled at locals, like I'm never winning, you know. So you want to help minimize that by guiding them. Hey, so money wise, budget decks, right? If you have to spend money on staples, keep it in the same color. So if you want to switch a deck, you still keep those staples, you know, you're not losing money. It's like, if you're only playing blue, yeah, buy Baby Hatch. If you're not sure about blue, maybe don't spend the $300, right? Also guiding new players into decent, at least, decks, right? So that's why I want to make this Soul Striker deck. I do think Soul Striker is the best deck in the game next set. Yellow Trunk is up there too. Sin Shenron's really good too. But, I mean, like, in general, also, this is a really not complicated deck for new players. So this is both a beginner deck and a budget deck, but also like a really, really good deck. I'm going to show you guys the prices of all these cards. All of these cards are like 20 cents or $3. The secret rare is the only one. I think that if you're a new player and you want to just get one secret rare, this is the one. This card is like, I think, $39. Compared to all the other secret rares in the game, this one's really good. If you think you're going to be swapping around and you want to have a budget deck, if you can only have one secret rare in this game, Heroine's Lineage is the one. So again, I'm going to show you guys the prices at the end of this. But okay, so if you're a beginner or a new player, Soul Striker is a way. The reason I like it so much is not only is it budget, but it's also budget on energy. When he awakens and he attacks on the backside, he gets an untap 2 energy. So you can like abuse that pretty well. Sensu Bean's pretty obvious. It's untaps defensively and offensively. It's a really good card. Dimension Magic, same. Both really good defensive cards. Bean, obviously, offensively is good. And also, like, if you're going to have all this energy, this 1-drop cantrip draws you a card. Isekai, Keeping Watch is good because it makes your opponent bottom deck a card from hand if they play something on your turn. So this is good against anything that's playing like Charismatic or anything like that. This super combo went down, and this is the super combo to play usually. And it went down in price, so this is really good. You get to bottom deck a card from hand, draw 2. The tokens are also very cheap. These are like what they're commons. There's a common negate. You can change the ratios on these guys, but what's great is that this Unison has gone down in price. You can play this on 3, and I think it's like $2 now. It's dual attack, and if it's in rest mode and there's a Sane on play, your leader doesn't take damage, and it's dual attack. That's honestly like a lot of value. The -1 is great. You you bounce up to 2 of your opponent's battle cards, and you play a Saiyan that's 2 or less from your hand. This actually has some synergy with some of these Skillless cards that we're playing in a deck. It doesn't have to be mono blue, but this brew that I have here this configuration is going into the Skillless package, and the reason is because of just how cheap the cards are. Muruchim's great. Again, this is a 4-drop, so he's not that great, but in this deck he becomes a 2-drop. Because you play this for 4, you swing with leader, you untap 2 energy, and he's like a barrier double striker that gets dual attack and 5k if you activate main and it lands, you know. Same with Obuni. Obuni's actually a 1-drop in this deck. Deflect. So one of them's deflect, one of them's barrier. So like against, I don't know, like against green you'll play Murichim for barrier. Against blue you'll play Obuni. You got me? Obuni summons like 3 tokens that are 15k and untaps an energy once per turn. So it's a really good card. 20k, and he can't be KO'd if there's tokens on board. So it's a big pain in the ass. If you're new, it's like a good card to have. Again, this deck is this deck is very cheap. It does a lot of value plays. Intoxicated by Justice is a card that's really cheap as well. Like, it's like, I think it was 50 cents. All it is a negate, and you're choosing one of your opponent's cards, ignoring barrier, and you're bottom decking it. This is good because there's a lot of like silver bullet hate cards against Soul Striker, and Intoxicated by Justice just gets rid of them. Blue doesn't have a lot of early barrier removal, but this card really helps Soul Striker on that. I think it's a sideboard for Soul Striker, but you can sideboard it, bring it in if you're playing against AOD. But I will just main it because there's gonna be a lot of Soul Striker in the room next set. So like, I mean, just fucking main it. Like it's literally playing to help your deck's weaknesses. You know what I mean? Like, so here we go into the Skillless package. I'm gonna show you this card first. Son Goku Nimbus Masters. Like, I think it's like 50 cents now. This is why this is like a really powerful card. You combo it for 1, and you get to play a Skillless card from your deck or drop area. So you play Son Goku, you combo Nimbus Master, and then you play the Skillless card. This is my favorite Skillless because the art's really cool. And then you can do this 4-drop on your turn. Once it gets to your turn, you can play for energy, for 2 energy. I'm sorry. You can choose one of your blue Skillless battle cards with an energy cost of 2, return it to the hand, and play this from your hand. And it's not just that, like, you play this for 2 energy, and then you swing with leader and untap your energy, so you get that energy back. And when this card is played, you choose one of your opponent's battle cards or energy cost 7 or less and place it at the bottom of the deck. That's really powerful. It's also like an on-play effect, so like it gets around a lot of stuff. Let's see here. You can also do the Son Goku Unbelievable Might. I said that blue doesn't have a lot of like barrier removal, but this package really has that. When this card is played, you choose one of your opponent's battle cards, cost 3 or less, ignoring barrier, and you bottom deck it. I hate bouncing, but bottom decking is really like embarrassing. Like, that's why I like Intoxicated by Justice. And you play this for 1 energy if you have a Skillless card in play, right? So both of these cards just fare really well with the Skillless card in hand. I mean, in the board. And then once you have, another thing you can do later is once you have the Skillless card on board, you can play this 10-drop. It's 10-drop and deflect. This is, and the reason I like this card in a budget deck is because it's easy to play, it's not complicated. And it's hard for because new players want to play cool shit like this card. This card is really good. But it's also like really hard to deal with because it's deflect. So blue's not going to bounce it or anything. It's not going to get Crusher Balled or whatever. Crusher Balled. I mean, people are playing Goku Wave now, but like, it's also like a 10-drop. So like, even though it doesn't have barrier, like you can't charismatic it because it's like so beefy. It's like also 30k and triple strike. So for 4 energy, you're gonna and your opponent has 3 or more energy, you're gonna bounce one of your Skillless battle cards, and you're gonna put it. Oh wait, play this card from your hand. Yeah, right. Yeah. You choose one of your blue Skillless cards with energy cost of 2. You play this card from your hand, and if you played it, you play the Skillless in your energy, right? So the whole point is that the Skillless card on board goes to your energy, you play the 10-drop, and then you activate main, you pop the Skillless, and then you stand him up after the first swing. And once you switch him to active mode, you board wipe your opponent's. Like, so not only is this card like a dual attack triple striker, but like it board wipes your opponent's board. Like, this is a really good card. So yeah, if you're trying to play, and as soon as I'm done with this video, I'm going to show you guys real quick the prices of these cards, which are like super cheap. Another good card here. I have this at 1. It's like a secret rare. If this Unison's on play, just remember there's a permanent that says that if there's a Saiyan on board, your leader can't take damage. So like, if you have no Saiyans on board and your opponent's dealing damage, they can go for a game, and then you can activate battle, play this in rest mode, and then you don't shotgun and your opponent just like lost all their cards in hand. It's cute. If you activate battle, play this card in rest mode, so you can like just trigger this auto like for free. You know what I mean? So that's really cool. Again, the real build of this deck is going to look different because it's going to play Baby Hatch and whatnot, but this build is really good. I think that the ceiling of Soul Striker and the level of this deck are, I mean, they're not the same, but this is really powerful. As a budget deck, it's really good. I really like this Janemba. It's deflect, it's critical, 20k, and it draws you a card. It's also a 1-drop in this deck. It's not a 1-drop, it's -1. Like, When you play this for 4, at the end of the turn, you're going to untap 3 energy. And the leader untaps 2. So the play is to play this for 4, swing with leader, untap 2 energy, and then use those 2 energy somehow, at least one of them, because at the end of the turn, you're going to untap 3 and draw a card. So this card's really valued in Soul Striker, and he's 20k critical. So in Soul Striker, the card's just really good. If you're a new player, try your best to play Furthering Destruction Champa in your decks. It's when you combo with it, you give one of your cards double strike. When there's a new player, I always tell new players about this card, because it's probably one of my favorite cards, and it's really good. Again, I talked about Lineage. What you're doing with Lineage is activate battle. You tap 1 energy, and you change of heart somebody's battle card that's 7 or less. You just gain control of a battle card. So they're going for a game with a battle card, and they're expecting Baby Hatch, and you haven't Baby Hatched, so they're gonna shotgun for game, and you Heron's Lineage. It's pretty easy. Let's see. This card's really good. For 1 blue energy, you get to a bottom deck 2 of your opponent's battle cards that cost 3 or less. This is supposed to be for the silver bullets, but I love this card so much that, like, it hits a lot of just really good 3-drops. Like, there's a lot of good 3-drops in this game. Like, if you're playing against AOD, you tap 1, and you bottom deck 2 of their 3-drops, and then you tap 1, and you play this guy, and you bottom deck something ignoring barrier, so like the Turles that has barrier that they play that's really annoying because he draws a card every turn, and then you swing on tap 2. This deck has a lot of really good interactions. Secret Identity has gone down in price. I think it's like $2 now, so play 2 of these. If you're a new player, I really hope this helps you guys. We also have the prices here. This is what I mean. So like that Gohan that's really good, it's like $4. Check it out right here, $4. The card is really good. That Unison, check it out, it's $1 for the same 3 Super Saiyan 3 Gogeta. We also have some really good multicolor cards. So like if you want to play the blue yellow, guess what? It's 38 cents to play the Super Saiyan Rose. Like if you can play this deck blue yellow and have some really good blue yellow cards like the Smasu super combo, Super Saiyan Rose Goku Black Epoko Schemer is like Obuni. It's a double strike deflect card that summons like 4 blocker tokens. That's a really powerful card. The Nimbus Master that I was telling you guys about, yeah, look, it's 5 cents. That's really good. That card used to be like $30. I love Dragon Ball. I think that what they do with cards in this game is really good. In my opinion, out of blue yellow and blue red, I think blue red is the best version of this deck, because it runs, I can run 8 apes and I can run oh boy, with Tyranny's Cost, right? But yeah, and it has inherent removal to the things that Soul Striker doesn't like just all the silver bullets. And if you want to go blue red, Tyrannical Assault is really good. It's 49 cents. Let's see what all the Heron's Lineage. Yeah, this card's like $40 for a secret rare. Where in this game, their secret rares are $300, and this is also like one of the best secret rares, like top 10. You know, Obuni, the card I was talking about, you know, $3. So yeah, if you guys have any questions, go to the comment section, go to Vegeta Saiyan Army, ask the boys in there, the Facebook group. I'm so proud of the group. I'm so happy with how good everyone's doing. And we're just here to help everybody out, try to create like a good community where we can, because if we want the game to survive, I don't think, a lot of people are saying the game's like dying. I don't know what the fuck they're talking about. This game's so much fun. And every time there's a national event, of course, a lot of people, you know, take a little break, but the way I'm seeing the game, the way I saw Tampa, the way I see, like, even nationals, I heard was popping. So like, this game's, when the movie comes out, we're gonna see a lot of new merchandise too. So do you guys have any questions about this deck? Do you guys like this build? Are there any other like budget options you guys think new players would like? Any other budget versions this deck could like you could also play the UI Sign Goku. That's another totally awesome build that you could put here. Do you guys have any other ideas like that? If so, let me know down below, and I'll see you guys next time.